Hey guys, Stitches here, and welcome back to some more Let's Play Pokemon Legends Arceus. Last time, we went ahead and messed around with Dialga and Palkia, seeing their Spatial Rend and Roar of Time moves. Roar of Time being Dialga's move, and Spatial Rend being Palkia's move. We also got their Pokedex entries to level 10, since using those moves enough times is more than enough, considering they give 2 points each. Additionally, we helped Mai by going ahead and looking at Romanus Island, and we saw that there were Hisui and Zoruas there, despite the fact they're not supposed to be there. Bit of weird migration patterns, and we told Silene about it, only for Mai to burst in and tell us it's happening all over the region. All over the entire Hisui region, to be more specific. I also went ahead and stopped by Professor Laventon's lab, and he mentioned that we could get some Pokemon from him, and we're going to go ahead and talk to him real quick. Akari, my girl, what do you say you take the Pokemon here in the lab with you on excursions? I'd love to. Splendid, I'm sure the chance to help with your survey work would be a delight on any Pokemon, especially one stuck in wars so long like mine. You received Cyndaquil. And you received Rowlet. This is the only Pokemon game to date to outright, I believe, gift you all of the starter Pokemon. I don't know if Legend ZA does. I wouldn't be shocked if Legend ZA did. The reasoning for this is actually kind of interesting. They didn't want to force online trade because completing the Pokedex is somewhat of a necessity for this game, since to get the truest ending of the game, you will need to complete every Pokedex entry to level 10. And additionally, while I didn't really talk too much about it with Scallop, Cyndaquil and Rowlet each kind of have their own Hisuian evolutions. Hisuian Typhlosion, the final form of Cyndaquil, evolves into a fire and ghost type, while Rowlet, instead of evolving into a grass and ghost type, evolves into a grass and fighting type. A very good type combination, in my opinion, that's kind of underrated. Also, there's this purple flower here. Now, Rowlet and Cyndaquil, unfortunately, start at level 5. Now, you only need to see them use Leaf Age and stuff. However, similarly to Oshawott, I would actually recommend that you do kind of max out all of the things for Oshawott and Dewott, considering the fact, or like how you would with Oshawott and Dewott. I would recommend that you do it like that. But the benefit of having these post-game is actually the fact that you can overlevel them. Overleveling a Pokemon, meaning in this sense, to level it up without evolving it, means they will get access to a lot of moves early, since pre-evolutions tend to learn moves at lower levels compared to their evolutions. Now, there is some... this isn't like a one-glove-fits-all type thing, but generally speaking, some of the best Pokemon in the series to end up doing this with are Pokemon like, I think Spearow in Generation 3, since Spearow could learn Drill Peck rather fast. Spearow's actually a Pokemon I would consider using on your team. I saw Chugaconora use it in his playthrough. Honestly, I don't even know what team I would do if we did end up playing that game. But we're going to take these guys with us, and they're going to kind of be new team members. Now, I know that Tabitha... We have, Tabitha and Charon. But they are... Tabitha and Charon are both monotype. Meaning they're kind of one-trick ponies, no pun intended. But these guys are really good, and I would recommend you use them at this point in the game. You will have to grind them up, which does kind of suck. You can do switch training if you want. The experience share is also a thing. Anyway, we can come over here and talk with Mai. I suppose I should tell you exactly what I witnessed first. Munchlax suddenly took off running into a rainstorm. I tried to stop him lest he get wet, but then I saw those mass outbreaks appearing everywhere. Perhaps it was the massive mass outbreak that Munchlax was so curious about. If that's the case, Munchlax might be able to help us investigate this phenomenon. I'll also work with you as I'm concerned about Munchlax. We can begin our investigation as soon as you're prepared. Are you ready to go now? Not quite. Then I'll be waiting right here. Come speak with me when you're ready. Now, I don't think there's anything else left in town to grab. But I do want to fly over to the training grounds real quick and see if there's any more available battles. Also, I want to see if we can master moves. Also, by the way, if you didn't catch Hisui and Gudra, just know that Dialga is a good alternative for that Dragon Steel coverage. Dragon Steel is a rather weird type, since I think it's only been done like 3 times. By the Duraludon and eventually Archaludon evolution line, Dialga, and then Hisuian Gudra, and Hisuian Sliggoo. Also, I will think of a name for these guys. I kind of have one I like for Rowlet, but, you know. Actually, one thing I want to check real quick. Do I have some grit dust? You start with attack and speed up, and you start with... Wow, you start with special attack and special defense up by 2 each. Now, I believe you evolve to become a physical attacker in this game. Not fully sure on that one. Just because we can, I'm gonna level up your special attack. Let's talk to Ingo. Oh, we can fight a lot of people now. We can fight Ingo. We can fight Benny. We can fight Ress. Ray and Kamado. We won't do that yet. We'll eventually go back to Ingo's battles. I just wanted to check if they were available yet. You guys got anything as well, Ginter? There's a pineapple berry set. God. By the way, if you do have money, you can buy a ton of medicinal lakes for a side quest. I'm not going to do that quite yet, but it is an option that's on the table. We haven't seen anything out of the ordinary yet, nor has Munchlax reacted to anything. Shall we just wait a while to see whether something happens? Sure, why not? It's raining and it looks like it's gonna get worse. Are you worried about the rainstorm, Munchlax? You still don't know what's causing this mysterious, massive mass outbreaks. Where should we look? Perhaps that fancy map of yours can show us something. Ah, yes. My T-Mobile cell phone. Whoa. Oh. Oh. That's a lot. Massive mass outbreaks. A massive mass outbreak is a phenomenon in which many mass outbreaks occur at once. Mass outbreak locations are marked by question mark icons on the map. You won't know what Pokemon can be found there until you go see. These rare outbreaks will dissipate in time, so you need to hurry to investigate them. Catch or defeat Pokemon at a mass outbreak before it dissipates to finish investigating a particular location. Sometimes additional Pokemon may appear immediately after you complete your investigation. It seems you have some ideas now where to look for these mass outbreaks. Why not check out a few? Seeing at least 3 ought to give us some idea of what's going on. Well, the first one is pretty dead ahead here on Deer Track Heights. So let's try this. It's time for battle. I don't know if I talked about it, because I think it happened while I was in the, doing this Let's Play. But there was kind of some talk about Typhlosion because of some leaked Game Freak, writing prompts. Where they were kind of, it's basically just attempts they had at writing, mythology to Pokemon for Generation 2. I believe it was for Generation 2. It was mythology that was, like, leaked in a Game Freak Giga Leak. But basically, it was, oh, we can just defeat you with Dark-type moves. Basically, it was talking about a Typhlosion who did some very, unsavory things to a girl and got her pregnant with its child. And I'm talking about a human girl. From my understanding, this is based on an actual myth. So I wouldn't, like, be all uppity about it. It's like Battle Haven out here. Sometimes I wish in this game it would let you send out 2 Pokemon. Sadly, that wasn't a thing in Legends ZA either. Anyway, it said that we took care of all these. I guess we could put this one. See, like, Rowlet and Cyndaquil are already at level 17, which is why I would recommend right now you raise these guys up. They do give you a little bit of catch-up time. I also wouldn't skip their, like I said, be careful about skipping their level ups. Are these the Abras? Oh, Kadabra. I don't actually know if I have a Kadabra. Jeez, you're level 62, bro. I might be able to capture you. No, never mind, I'm just too strong. We're also getting a lot of grit dust this way, so I think Zisu is going to become a lot more helpful. Oh, that one was quick. But yeah, like Cyndaquil... What did that even say? It says something about shows. There's 2 on Romanus Island. But I think we'll go to the one on Horseshoe Plains next. These are so close together that it actually doesn't really matter. Oh, it shinks. Quick, use the Ceaseless Edge attack! Samurot's like one of my all-time favorite Pokemon. It's like gotta be in my top 20. And yes, I have a top 20 favorite Pokemon, considering there's over 1,000 of them. And, like, I rank both forms pretty equally. I think Samurott getting a dark type is cool. I feel like it doesn't really detract from the design. Ceaseless Edge is a pretty cool move. The idea of, like, a move that does a lot of damage and then does damage over time after. I don't know if Ceaseless Edge does something different in other media. I'm gonna use the strong style Ceaseless Edge. I want to take this dude out. Yes, I would sure hope they can evolve. This is like a really good way to grind. Holy shit. I know a lot of people shit on Oshawott and call it ugly, but like, I don't even understand how people can say Oshawott is ugly. It's like one of the most adorable Pokemon. Scallop's taking kind of a wallop. Are the other ones still on the map? They are. I don't think we'll talk to Mai just yet. What level are they at? They're at 22 already. They're already at like a third of the level that Zaldin is at. I haven't even had to use any of the experience candies on him. Gotta spread the love around a little bit. I wonder if they're going to add grit items into Cobblemon. That would be an interesting way to do it, like make it so you could do that. Though they did make it so all the vitamins are craftable, so maybe the grit rocks could be like a rare drop from stone or something. By the way, if you want to watch me play Cobblemon with Nate, which if you don't know, that's a Minecraft mod for Pokemon, I do have an episode. I do have videos of me playing that on the Ko-Fi. It's $3 a month to get in. You can also just do one-time subscription, so you get access to the stuff for a month. Eventually it'll come out. There's also probably going to be a new series that goes up on there first. Oh, hi, Bidoof. Let's go ahead and use Rowlet in a fight. We'll travel back to camp real quick, and I hope it doesn't do a forced cutscene. Okay. I was like, it shouldn't, because it's side questing, but you never know. Alright, I think I got a name picked out for Rowlet. I've been watching a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Lately, specifically the Battle City arc, and there's a character in that named Rishido. I believe it's supposed to be Rashid, but the his name was changed entirely in the English dub, so. But I like the name Rishido. As for Cyndaquil, I think if we're gonna go with it depends, because if we want to do Yu-Gi-Oh names, I have a few. I think we'll go with the name. Ooh, wait. How's it pronounced? It's we're going with the name O'Brien. I just gotta remember. Austin O'Brien. This guy plays a volcanic deck. Sorry, I spelled that wrong. There, we got a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh in there. Rishido and O'Brien. What was that? Oh, it was a Geodude seen from above. It's a Jigglypuff seen from above. Bidoof? Rollout! I forgot you guys earned that. Could learn Magical Leaf, which is better, but... I can learn Roost. I didn't know that. I think some of the moves also have different animations for when they're in strong style. It's definitely not a lot of them. Rishido is getting fucked up, man. I gotta switch to O'Brien. Whoa, Cyndaquil, you look kinda cool. This is the alternate universe that could have been. But yeah, it's not very common that Pokemon games actually allow you to obtain all 3 starters in the game that you're playing without trading. The idea behind the starter Pokemon is they're kind of meant to be very exclusive Pokemon that you only get once. Over time, they've kind of changed it with Pokemon games. Doesn't help is that my Ember, I believe, is weakened by the rain. This one's a lot harder because Bidoof don't swarm you, so it's a little more difficult. Unlike with the other one where it was just like a bunch of weaklings that swarm you. And you can just overpower them. These guys you actually gotta hunt one by one. Next one is just down the way. Oh god, not Leech Life. Leech Life is bad. Scallop's going down. I can't see the turn combat order. We gotta send in one of their own. Come on, Zaldin. Oh yeah, they definitely would have survived. I thought about switching one in so that way we could... I thought about switching in either Rishido or O'Brien. It's still massive, the massive outbreaks. Man, I've been doing this series for a long time. Let's see, do I have a revive on me? I don't think I do. I have a max revive. See, now this is the combat we've been playing the whole game waiting for. Combat in this game, like, has never been, like... That was honestly probably this game's shortcoming. I think in a lot of people's minds was it wasn't super combat focused. I'm just gonna use Icy Wind to wipe all these guys out. Pretty sure Scallop could learn Mega Horn if we wanted to. Although you could argue Mega Horn isn't super necessary. Mega Horn's a good coverage move because it gets grass and other dark. Oh, there we go. Whoa. Whoa! You are level 78? Also, that is not necessary. You did not need to do all that. Alright. Okay, what do I got? I got extra sensory. I am weak to the bug move, though, is the problem. I think we gotta try to hit it with Hypnosis. And then hit it with a few air slashes. Ah! I got drowsied. Waste the extra turn I got. I was like, so it's nice to get Zeldin the time to shine. Alright, Gooey, it's your time to shine. You'd probably be best here. You got that steel type advantage, except for the fact that you're now hypnosist as well. A shelter so that way I can maximize defenses. I'm like, it better not hit hypnosis, or I swear to God. It might be best to try to do Hydro Pump, honestly. Hydro Pump would do a lot of damage, even though it's not stab. Have a drink of water. Another main issue is that you're not, like, effort trained, so... You are being really annoying. And the fucking hypnosis is back, man. Well, this attack will never miss. So if I just strong style this... Shit, Gooey's about to go down. I don't know where Vesta's going in the turn order, so she might just die immediately. You didn't end up using the thing. Okay, well, if I could get a turn, please. No? Alright, man. This isn't even what I needed those max revives for. I'm like, O'Brien's fucking dead. I honestly might hit him with a... with I was like, I might hit him with the revive, but I've already used a few revives. We can always get more revives later. Experience isn't awarded until post-battle as well. And 31. Getting up there. Another thing though is that by getting these Pokemon at by keeping them at like such a low stage of the evolution chain, they unfortunately just don't have a good base stat total, so they're going to be lacking anyway, which makes training them harder. Got a Grip Pebble. I can go towards Scallops. I remember in Red Dead 2 when I played that. Yes, I play shooter games sometimes, even though I wouldn't really consider that a full-on shooter. But when I played through Red Dead 2, I remember there was like a camp upgrade where it was just like making housing better. And it was like first things first, and then it's like next in line, and then it's like old timer or something, but it's like first things first upgrades Dutch's tent. Second in line upgrades Arthur's. Upgrading Arthur's though was really good because it meant you could fast travel. I unlocked fast traveling from base. Although Red Dead 2's fast traveling kind of sucks in comparison to Red Dead 1's. Alright, I guess we'll go back to the Heights camp and I'll talk to Mai, and then we can end the episode, even if it might end all the outbreaks, but I think we got a nice training sesh out of it. We got O'Brien and Rishido up to level 32. It's about halfway where I want them. Dude, their moves must be, like, insane, though. Like... Oh, you've only learned Swift? Well, you've learned Magical Leaf and Air Slash. Oh, you start with Roost. I didn't know Rowlet gets to start with Roost. Thank you for your investigation in the Obsidian Fieldlands. Did you learn anything about these massive mass outbreaks? They come in rainstorms. What could that mean? Do Pokemon gather when there's especially heavy rain? I wonder whether Munchlax was reacting to the rainstorm or to the massive outbreak itself. We'll have to investigate further. But how best to do so? Had a good look around the Obsidian Fieldlands, but it's only raised more questions. That frown doesn't suit you at all. Oh, Mr. Scalaba. Well, you see. Mass outbreaks that occur during rainstorms. I've never heard of such a thing. But of course, life is full of surprises. After all, it's not that often that Pokémon from beyond our world appear at the Temple of Sinnoh either. Perhaps these Pokémon are reacting to the arrival of the mighty Palkia. Why don't we head back to Jubilife Village? Arizu's shop may be a good place to visit. That girl's place is awfully popular after all. And where people gather, information abounds. Of course, the hairdressers. Good thinking. If anyone that has seen one of these mass outbreaks, they might be willing to share the details with us. It's settled then. I'll wait for you at the hairdressers. Well, we certainly had a little romp, didn't we? But that'll about end it here. So, thank you all so much for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to hit the like button. You should also subscribe. Hit the bell icon to get notifications. Additionally, you should check out the links in the description. There's a link to my Blue Sky and Twitter pages. Those are my only two social media pages. There's a link to my Twitch page where I occasionally live stream. And there's a link to my Ko-Fi page where you can get access to exclusive or early content by becoming a monthly member for $3 a month. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one.